Am I the asshole for calling out my brother for blocking me on social media? I know it sounds petty, but hear me out. My brother Don, M34, and Tyler, M33, and me, F28, were very close while growing up. 5 years ago, Don got fired and was in a bad place emotionally and financially. I was earning good money during this time, so I supported him as much I could. He had some employment opportunities outside his academic field, but he rejected them. My parents were critical about it, but Tyler and me were there for him. We were like, "Dude, follow your dreams. We got you." Fast forward 2 years ago. Don gets a new job and he earns a lot of money. He kinda drifts apart from Tyler and me. He meets a girl, they get married and they have a baby. He becomes kinda snobby. I get fired during this time, and when I asked him for money when my savings ran out, he ignores me and says he is not in a good place to help me. I start to see on his social media the good life he has, and I get the word his wife says she hates that Don has to support his lazy family. I confront him and he implies that I am stalking him online. He blocks me, my parents, Tyler and me of all social media. My parents don't mind, they don't use them anyway. Tyler is upset but he is chill. I am hurt but whatever. We still call each once in a while. A year ago, while I was jumping between part-time jobs, I started to work on an illustrated children's book. Writing a book has been my dream since I'm little and everyone in my family knows it. Last time, like years ago, I had a heart-to-heart chat with Don. I told him I was giving up my dream. That's the last thing he listens about the matter. I've been documenting the creation of this book on social media and even my extended family got excited. A week ago I got news from an editorial willing to publish this book. It is not a millionaire deal, but whoa. I video call my family, including the extended part, and I tell them. Everyone is excited but Don is dumbfounded. He's like, "Why, I am just knowing this." Okay, you say I never call but you never tell me what's going on your life. He kinda likes to blame us for not being close to him anymore. I got upset because it was not the time to guilt trip me. My extended family gives him weird looks and tells him I've been documenting this process on every social media I have. Don is still sulking and then I say something like, "Oh, you don't know?" Don has me blocked online because he thinks I am constantly assessing his fortune or something. Don is mad but we end up the call pretending everything is fine. Mom is upset because I publicly called Don out. She has dumb rivalry with my extended family and likes to pretend we are the perfect family. Dad is saying he deserved it but he'd rather see me wait and confront him. Tyler is ecstatic. Am I the asshole? I feel so stupid. I feel I ruined my good moment and severed even more my relationship with Don. On the other hand, I hate he plays the victim. Edit for typos. Sorry. Not the asshole. Despite having blocked you on social media, he expected you to call him separately and give him the same updates you were issuing on social media. This seems unreasonable. I suppose you could have left it without saying that part, but I don't see that you had to. Not the asshole. Tyler is ecstatic. Good, he should be. Good for you. Don sounds like a jerk. Not the asshole. He's free to block you. You're free to call him out on it. From what you described, no lies were told. At some point, if you ever reconcile, remind him blood is thicker than water. Explain to him how hurt you were that he turned his back on you when you were down. TBH, I can't say much about his wife. It doesn't sound like you heard her complain yourself. So that's hearsay. There's always a risk that a new spouse will come between siblings, and that's unfortunate. Your brother blocks you on social media. Also your brother. Yeah, why wasn't I told about something that you were constantly updating on social media? Oh, the irony. Not the asshole, absolutely. Not the asshole, and congratulations. You didn't spoil a happy moment. Don did by acting like he'd been deliberately excluded when he knew full well that he'd excluded himself. Don't be surprised if both he and his wife suddenly start thawing towards you as your star rises. If they are as snobby as you say, then they won't want to pass up bragging rights to being related to a successful author. If that happens, I'd suggest you take a look at how they still treat Tyler before making a decision on how far you let them in. If he's still an afterthought to them, then you know they are kudos farming you to their friends. If they treat him as equally worthy of their attention, then you can start to build bridges. Not the asshole. In defense of Syl, does she know the extent, if at all, how much you and Tyler supported him? I'm speculating, but if he framed himself as some kind of hard-working, self-made man, then maybe you would kind of look like a mooch to her, deserving cutting off. Rather than the reality that you helped him, and now you're hoping for the same kind of support. Not the asshole, he literally brought up the subject of why he doesn't know. You could have said much worse. Not the asshole, at the end of the day, Don hurt you, cut you off, and wants to say it's your fault. It's not your fault. This all came to a head when you were having a video chat with family. He literally dumped you after you helped him when he was at his lowest. The truth is, he's lucky you still talked to him after that, because that was a huge betrayal. Not the asshole. It was a jab but not anything serious. He could have responded back with a friendly jab like, well, now that you'll be making so much money, maybe I'll reconsider following you back, haha. The end. Well. If it isn't the consequences of his own actions. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. My sister and I got into a fight and she ended up changing her phone number while we weren't speaking. She never gave me her new number, then got pissed off that I didn't invite her to visit with our mom and sister. I was like, I texted you, and she had the guts to tell me she didn't get it because she never gave me her number and expected that I would tell mom to invite her. We haven't spoken in the last 7 years and it's bliss. I don't miss the drama. Edited, missed a word. Not the asshole, you did the best thing. Most people would have ignored the situation and not spoken up at all. By speaking up, your entire family knows, and maybe it will help convince him to be more respectful and engaged with his family. Not the asshole. 2 things stick out. 1, he tried to call you out first and made a fool of himself, and 2, you supported him, assuming, financially, and when you asked for the same in return he snubbed you. Did he never tell his wife how wonderful you guys were to him for the years he was struggling? He should be ashamed of himself. Not the asshole only because he himself is the one who brought it up in front of the extended family, not you. I mean, it's obvious you aren't close. No use of him pretending that isn't the case. Not the asshole, and your brother is both ungratefully and a coward. Not the asshole, but could it be his wife blocked you and not Don? Just saying, there might be more going on. Not the asshole. He asked why he didn't know about it. You answered. If he hadn't started publicly complaining about why he didn't know, then you wouldn't have publicly called him out for blocking you. Not the asshole, but in your justification you say you picked the wrong time to confront your cousin. Not that it matters, but is Don your cousin, or brother? Not the asshole. When asked why he doesn't know about your book, Don could have spoken up. I don't follow my immediate family on SM, or something similar, but he chose to remain quiet and sulk. You told the truth and your bit of snark was warranted, emo. If he or your mom brings it up again, remind them that Don brought up the fact that he doesn't know what's going on in your life in front of everyone, and he chose not to answer when asked why he didn't know. If he had remained quiet, you wouldn't have brought it up in the extended group call. Congratulations on your book deal, that's quite exciting. Edited for clarity. Not the asshole. I really hope you'll get a chance to rebuild a relationship. He was out of the line, but it looks like he is concerned with how your life is going. I hope it is not that now you are a writer, good enough for snobbish people. Not the asshole. He was the one trying to call you out for not telling him about this, and you were just setting the record straight. He's the one who chose to start this discussion in front of the whole family, so why should he get all upset at being exposed in front of them? And it's not like you went into detail about him not lending money after you did or anything like that, which is all still true but would be irrelevant and a little petty in the moment. Stating that he didn't know about the book because he blocked you online is the truth and perfectly acceptable to say. And congrats on the book deal. Don. Don't communicate with me. Op. Doesn't communicate with him. Don. Surprised Pikachu face. Not the asshole. You supported your brother in his time of need and refused to help you in yours, then he treats you poorly on SM sites. Calling him out was the right thing to do. Not the asshole. You didn't ruin your good moment, Don's just a butthole. Congrats on your book. Not the asshole. Don made the choice to block you on social media, this is his consequence. And I very much hope Don learns his lesson about giving what you take. Congrats on the book. Not the asshole. Remember, if he or his wife ever asks you for money, ever again, answer, sorry but I am not in a good place to help you. Do not forget what they did to you because it will happen again if you allow it. And congratulations on your book. Info, is Don you brother or cousin? You say brother in the main post but cousin in the explanation of why you think you might be Ta. Not the asshole. You called out an asshole in front of your family. Good job. Not the asshole. If he does not want to call and have a relationship, then he can't be mad because you don't go out of your way and tell him when everyone else knows about it from your social media. If he didn't want the truth revealed to the whole family, he shouldn't have tried to guilt trip you in front of the whole family. He's literally the one who revealed his hand by asking why he never knew. Not the asshole by far. Not the asshole. He blocks you after you help him and he thinks you're being mean. This dude has both FOMO and a ridiculous sense of himself. Seems like being left out is what he set himself up for. God, it sounds like a little like what my sister said. She cussed us out and threatened us for not accepting her abusive BD, then gets a shocked Pikachu face when no one wants to visit talk to her. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your brother is complete garbage. I can't believe you have any communication with him at all. Not the asshole. He is a user and his wife has shown her true self. Info. You say you still call each other once in a while, so you were still in contact with Don. What did you talk about that you never got to bring up that you were fulfilling your lifetime dream? I'm not saying that not telling him makes you the asshole. He clearly doesn't deserve to be that involved in your life anyways, but I don't see how that never came up on these phone calls. Not the asshole. If anyone ruined things, your brother did. You didn't ruin anything. Not the asshole. Screw your brother. NTA. I feel like you should go no contact with him for a while after you confront him. Maybe it will teach him the value of being there for the people who are always there for you. And once he loses you for real, maybe it will be a good wake-up call for him. Not the asshole. Sounds like he feels entitled and is unwilling to return any favors. Your mom can deal. Not the asshole. He ruined your good moment by making it about his lack of knowledge instead of just saying congrats and following up with you later. You just set him straight, and should never apologize for that. You didn't name call, you didn't scream, etc. Also, you grew apart because you supported him when you needed you, and he couldn't be bothered to return the favor. That hurts and is very much on him. More importantly, congratulations. NTA. NTA. Not the asshole. Don sounds like a jerk. You helped him for years, then he ditches you and disparages you. Then he acts all offended he doesn't see what's in your life. Well, sorry, but that's a consequence. Not the asshole. Your brother is a DK. Edit. He let you down massively. I wish you had made his actions much more plain. I hope this turns out to be one of those posts that gets widely circulated and everyone finds out about him. Hey man, what's the book's name? I got a youngster and want to support you. Esh. The whole situation was handled poorly. Not the asshole. All I could think was, good for her. Hey, I loved that you called him out. Also, what's the name of your book? Not the asshole. The correct reply from him should have been, congratulations, not making it about him. By the way, congratulations. Not the asshole, and the brother's name should be Don the Con, since it seems like all he does is spin tales and lie to everyone. By your history with him, you should do the blocking. Glad your other brother seems like a good guy.